I want to show the alternating current voltage and amperage gain, the total gain in the circuit, to show what I'm looking at, salivating to tap somehow, with a call for assistance and anyone that has any ideas on how to tap this. Power supply is going to be maxed out at 6 amps. 6 volts. It's pulling 6 volts. It's really only 6, even though it's fluctuating because it's self-inducting. It's 6, and it's 1.3 amps roughly. In the circuit, this is voltage, alternating current, 15 volts at 3.4 amps. 15 times 3 is 45, close to 50 watts are flowing in there. And I'm putting in under 7, and I have like 50 watts flowing in here. 3.4 volts, amps, alternating current at 15.7 volts AC. And the input is only 6 volts at like 1.2, 1.3 amps. So as you see, the amplification is splendorific. But how to extract that rather than just bouncing in itself inside the transformer? First thing that comes to mind is put a load in series. Then the problem becomes it limits the amps going through, so less amps start, and it limits the magnetism, the flux causing it. So you can't just put a load in series. I've tried the bridge rectifier, parallel, and series, and no luck. Again, it robs the action. I do have an idea, but I'm going to hold that until I figure out how to wire it, because I don't want to use mechanical switches to disconnect the circuit at any time. But I have an idea with that, but I'm not sure about it. But I just wanted to show the gain I'm looking at, trying to figure out how to extract that side. Again, 6 volts, 1 point some odd amps, 15.7, 3.44 amps. Now, here's the interesting part. I have the power supply allowing 5 amps to come out of it if it wants. It's only pulling 1 or so. Now, let's say I just put this down to 2, where I could easily handle it, right? Because it's only pulling 1.3. Now look, I lose most of it. And even though I have it up to 2 amps, it's only pulling 0.8 now. If I open it up, it lets it all flow. So even though this cell only says 1 amp is coming out of there, we are sending much more amperage back in, even through the diodes, back in, and it's all circulating through here, all of it. It's going back and forth in here. These wires start getting hotter than the rest of the thing because a lot of amperage is flowing back and forth in these wires. But how do we tap it without affecting the magnetism that's happening in there to cause this to happen?